Welcome back to Daily Flash. Much has been said about the gut-brain connection, meaning that healthy gut bacteria may improve our brain health. Joining us now with some natural ways to improve our gut health is nutrition and health specialist Sarah Baker. Sarah, welcome back to Daily Flash.
So much for having me. I always love chatting with you.
Yeah, you've got great information and you've got some tips for us today on how to improve our gut health. Let's start with the first one. You say remove offending foods. Please explain.
Yeah, so I always love starting with like a gut reset for a lot of my patients here in Chicago. And I always recommend a 21-day kind of protocol that removes a lot of the common trigger foods. So these common trigger foods are going to be gluten, dairy, soy, and processed sugar. And of course, processed foods. They're kind of like all known to cause inflammation in the gut, which leads to issues like leaky gut syndrome, IBS, and other digestive disorders. So, when you eliminate these foods, you really give your gut a chance to heal and reduce this inflammation. This helps improve your nutrient absorption and just your overall gut health. And it can also help identify any food sensitivities or intolerances that may be just kind of like contributing to your gut issues in a whole.
Okay, the second thing on your list, you say breakfast, have your breakfast and make it up of protein and produce.
Yes. So you really want to focus on like what are the nourishing foods that you can add to your diet if you're being mindful of what you should eliminate. And I always say start with what you're consuming first thing in the morning. So a breakfast of protein and veggies not only helps repair the gut and helps keeps your cravings at bay, it really works on regulating your blood sugar. So when you avoid carbs and even fruits for breakfast and you move them later to your day, you really help stabilize your blood sugar fluctuations and it prevents spikes that can then lead to more cravings and gut issues down the road. And then bonus points if you can start your day sipping on bone broth or lemon water with ACV, apple cider vinegar, because bone broth is really rich in collagen and nutrients that help repair the gut lining. And lemon water helps you increase your hydrochloric acid, so your stomach acid, which helps you break down your nutrients even better. All of this helps reduce bloating, inflammation, and just helps you kind of repair the gut.
So if we can set aside our coffee for a few hours, you say go ahead and start with the bone broth. Is it okay to have coffee, if we're trying to clear out our gut health? Because look, most everybody loves a good cup of coffee first thing in the morning.
For sure, for sure. That's the number one question I get. And I always say, as long as you are pairing a healthy fat and a protein with your coffee, you're good to go. So, a little hack I always recommend is adding some collagen peptides unflavored to your coffee and either heavy cream if you're not doing a gut reset, just for general purposes, or when you are doing a gut reset, adding in coconut cream. And it actually makes your coffee into this delicious concoction that's healthy, healing, and also stabilizes blood sugar.
Okay. Wow. So adding more gut healing nutrients, including the bone broth and the coconut milk for the coffee. Excellent advice.
Yep.
What about timing between meals and your bedtime routine?
Yes. So it's really important to allow 3 to 4 hours between your meals because this helps what's called the migrating motor complex. It's the natural system in our gut that helps move our digestive system and moves food down and out of our gut. So it gives our digestive system time to properly break down everything and helps with absorption from the foods that we eat. And so the most important thing is going to bed by 10. And this is really, really important because our natural circadian rhythm helps us digest and detox overnight. So research shows that when we have disruptions within our sleep, such as like staying up late or waking frequently throughout the night, this negatively impacts digestion, detox, and repair, which can lead to obviously, inflammation, intestinal permeability, and then all those common symptoms like bloating, weight loss resistance, and then puffiness from that inflammation.
What would you say, Sarah, is the best cutoff point when we should maybe have our last meal before bedtime? Is it 3 hours? Is it 2 hours? Are we safe with 1 hour? What would you recommend?
Yeah, I love this question. So I typically recommend at least 3 hours if you do not have sleep problems. So have your meal at 7 if you go to bed at 10, or have your last meal at 6 if you go to bed closer to 9. That then also gives your body more time to repair other systems within your body, like liver, brain, lymphatic system, instead of focusing on digesting all your food. If you notice that you wake up throughout the night, you might benefit from having a late night snack. like 30 minutes before bed, but you want to make sure that it's a protein and a fat source. So that could be, like a little chomp stick with, almond butter, or, something simple like that, just to help your blood sugar overnight.
Yeah, I just heard somebody suggest having a spoonful of peanut butter before you go to bed. And I was like, what? I've never heard that
Yeah.
before, but they said it has helped them sleep through the night.
Yeah, and there's definitely truth to that, because when you have a good healthy fat overnight, it kind of just helps stabilize your blood sugar levels. And a lot of people wake throughout the night because they experience a blood sugar dip. And so when your blood sugar declines overnight, then you kind of wake up, because in order to increase your blood sugar levels, your cortisol the levels have to increase, which causes you to arouse. So all in all, all these nutrition tips, they're very bio individual, so everybody benefits from different shifts, but all the general tips I included can really help everybody.
Yeah, some great advice. I'm just going to run down our list one more time. Remove offending foods, breakfast of protein and produce. Great advice there. Adding more gut healing nutrients, and timing between meals and bedtime. All very thoughtful ideas. Anything else you'd like to add before we let you go, Sarah?
Yes, I have a few other additional little tips here. I always have tips up my sleeve. My last one is all about aloe juice. So, sipping aloe vera juice before bed can have a really soothing and healing effect on the gut. So, aloe vera contains compounds that help reduce our inflammation, support digestion, and helps us be more regular the next day. So, drinking a small amount of this really kind of helps everything.
Sarah, always great to talk to you. Thank you so much for this terrific information. And for more information on Sarah, you can check out her website, sarahnicolebaker.com. You can also follow her on Instagram at Sarah Baker Health. And we will post this interview on our website, dailyflashshow.com. Stay with us. Still plenty more to come here on the show. We're back right after this.